sorry, but what did I just invent? Because this is my brand new one-of-a-kind Glitterquaruim kit. So this is fully designed for glitter aqua nails, which I know so many people struggle with the consistency of oil. It can be a little bit heavy when it comes to glitter. So I have invented this bad boy just to help you, save you time, and make it easier and stress-free. Come and see! Okay, so you're going to want gloves for this because it is going to get messy. So I'm wearing my pretty pink pearl gloves. They're also available from my store. Now, for the big reveal. So this is my Glitterquaruim nail kits. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I know I invented this and I designed it, but I just cannot get enough of it. Like, I'm just obsessed. Look at it. Okay, so let me show you. This is the Glitterquaruim. It comes in a fish tank. What's the actual... Look at that. It's like cuteness overload. And it's jam-packed with everything you need to create glitter nails. So let me just read the instructions. They are on the back of the tank and they are also on the box. So it says, lay down a generous amount of seabed gel onto the laminated sheets provided. Place your full cover tip on top of the gel. Leave the nail bed free and cure. Using the Seal It gel, close one of the ends of the tip and cure. So I like to do it on the laminate sheet. I'll show you that in a minute. Remove the nail from the laminate sheet and gently peel away or cut the excess cured gel from the sides of the tip. Add your favourite Glitterquaruim glitters and fill the rest of the tank with the ocean drops. Finally, we will seal in the magic with the Seal It gel, file and buff any imperfections as needed. Shake to wake and watch the glitter twinkle. Please note this kit has been specially designed for the use of Glitterquaruim glitters. Other glitters or charms not included in this kit may yield different results. So what that means is the Ocean Drops solution has been designed to go with the glitters. So if you buy the Ocean Drops on its own and you use your glitters, you might not get the same results that you get with my combination. It's just a warning. You might, your glitters might be absolutely fine, but yeah, just a heads up. The same with my glitters. If you make your own solution at home, my glitters might not work with your solution. So here it is. Ooh, I'm sorry. The pot is just like, it's just the cherry on the top. I wanted a fish tank as soon as I decided I was going to create a glitter aquarium. And this is nearly a year ago, guys. I've had to test like shelf life of products because this is completely my own mix of solution. Okay, so let me show you inside. So you get put that back a minute. You get 2 laminated sheets and look at these. These were actually designed by Leah and look how pretty they are. She did such a good job. They're literally perfect. You can also buy a pack of 10 laminated sheets as well if you want extra. And let me show you them because they are amazing. Because say you're doing different coloured nail sets, you've literally got one for every color. So like you've got a blue, a pink, a yellow, a green, then you've got a turquoise, an orange, you've even got a really cool black, a pink, a kind of silvery whitish one, a red, and a purple. So like say if you're using a purple glitter and you want, like we all do our lovely videos and stuff, and you might want a purple background, so you can use this one. So yeah, these are really, really cool as well. So inside you will also get seabed base. So this is actually what creates the back of the Glitterquaruim nail. And this is no wipe. So your glitter will not stick to it at all. And it actually makes it easier for you to peel off the nail rather than trimming them. I'll show you that in a minute. So that's amazing. You're going to love that. You get a brand new brush. So this is called Gel Glide. It's got cute little shells on it. And this is like my gel brush, but it's actually purple, just to go with the mermaid theme. Let me show you. It's a super, super, super soft gel brush. So this is for laying the base gel down at the start. But you can also use that for gel polish on clients if you wanted as well. So you get 2 glitters with the kit. Now, there are 7 glitters available at the moment, and you can actually choose which 2 you would like to come with the kit. There'll be a little drop-down menu, and you can just select which 2 you would like. So in here I have She Was a Fairy and Twinkle Twinkle. That's a cute little pink and a cute little white. And I'll show you the other 5. So the other 5 available is Pixie Powder. Then we have Splash. Then we have Coral Kisses. Then we have Sea Lemon. And then lastly we have Purple Paradise. So these are also available to buy separately. So if you did want to get all 7, you can. They will be cheaper as a bundle, but if you've already got the kit and you're getting 2 with it, it might be cheaper for you just to buy the 5 separate. So you also get these tank tips. Now these are super long XXL square tips. Now you get 2 of every size in these cute little bags, but if you would rather, you can go ahead and buy the whole box. Look at these. So these are my full cover XXL square tips, and these are perfect for Glitterquaruim nails. It's been really hard to keep these a secret because they are linked to the Glitterquaruim, but we did it. So yeah, these are also available to buy, but you do get a sample pack in the kit if you just wanted to try them first. You do get a little buffer. I know that we all probably have buffers and stuff, so you're probably not even going to use it, and that's fine. But I just wanted the kit to have everything so that you technically don't need to buy anything else, if that makes sense. And you could just be new and wanting to do it for fun and you don't have all the nail stuff, you know. So you also get this gorgeous mermaid brush. This is super, super, super soft. And this would be for literally cleaning up the glitter. So let me show you if I can get my glove in there. So obviously you do not want to scratch these at any point because it's going to ruin your design. So this is a super, super soft brush that we would just use, and it would stop any, you know, tearing or knocking the back or anything like that. So yeah, that's included. You always get a cute little sticker when I bring out new products. So there's our new logo. Then you will get Seal It Gel. Mine's covered in glitter. This is how yours is going to look, by the way, probably after 1 use. So if you can keep all this clean, then respect, because me and glitter, it just goes everywhere. So this is Seal It Gel, and this is what we will be using to cap the end and the top part here. You also get a lamp. Again, you may probably all have a mini lamp, but I did want everything in the kit. This does not include batteries, so you will have to grab yourself some batteries. And then you get a spoon. So this is just perfect for picking up your glitter and actually being able to pop it into the nail. And it does fit in the bigger ones for stirring. But for your smaller nails, this is what I like to use. This is available from my store. It doesn't come in the kit. This is like a pointy one, and it fits in most of the size nails. But yeah, these are also available as a bundle too. And for some reason, one of the main products wasn't even in there. But you You will get this, I promise. So you also get a bottle of Ocean Drops glitter solution. So it does state it's a glitter solution. So this is probably going to be too runny if you're doing like large charms or anything that's got a bit of weight. This is probably going to be no good. You're going to want something more oil based, and there's 0 oil in this. Again, it's been created just for glitter, and it's more to make, you know, like how sometimes the glitter will just drop. So this is more to make a whirlpool, you know. So you will receive a 30 ml bottle of Ocean Drops glitter solution. There is also available bigger bottles sold separately. This one I've used up, as you can see. So you can also buy a 50 ml, or you could buy a 100 ml. The bigger the bottle, the more money you save. So yeah, those are also available. So let's get started. So let's choose a tip. I think I'm gonna start with a size 4 because I do want to be able to put these on. Okay, I'm gonna start with a size 4. And then which laminate sheet shall we choose? I think this one is my absolute favorite, so I'm going to use this one. Now, before we go ahead and begin the back, you are going to want to buff the edges of your nail tip. So the reason we do this is because this is really smooth, and by sticking a gel back on, it could just potentially peel off easy because it's kind of got nothing to like grip to, like that's such a thin surface. So by buffing it up and making it all rough, it will just adhere so much better. I'm just going to use my little buffer. Oh yeah, you do also get some cute little charms in here as well, like ocean ones. You've got some mermaid tails and some starfish, so they're kind of cute. Right, okay, so we're going to give this a buff, get it all nice and rough. I try and do like a circular motion because if I'm just going straight, I could just potentially make it even smoother. So just like that. Don't need to do the top bit because we're going to be wearing that part. Then using our lovely brush, softly give that a dust. And I'm just going to clean up. I do advise you to keep everything extra clean because you don't want to get any bits of dust in your aqua nail. So yeah, try and keep your work surface as clean as possible. So I like to actually place this on top of something just so that it's slightly higher. I find it easier when I'm placing the nail tip on. It just stops any product kind of going on the surface and smearing all around the nail. So yeah, I like to just pop it on top of a palette like that. So, right, so we're going to actually start by making sure this is clean as well. Obviously, your hands would have been touching it, which have oil on. So before you do anything, give that a little wipe over. I'm using 70% alcohol rubbing wipe. You can just get that from Amazon or eBay or anything like that. Make sure it's fully dry, of course, as always. Then we're going to use Seabed Base. So I'm going to unscrew that little cap like that. Now, we don't really need to mark the end because you can kind of just guess where it goes. But if you don't feel confident, then you can just put a little mark on top. But you'll soon get the hang of it and you probably won't even need to do that. You can even just do this and check like that. Okay, so now when we're laying down the seabed base, the only thing we need to make sure is that it's longer than the nail tip. If we do it shorter, then we're going to have to pull the nail down and you've got all this section which doesn't have a back. So as long as it's longer, then it doesn't matter. Let's go about here. Oh, bubble. And I just do one line per nail. If it's a small nail, I would do that a lot thinner. So then we're going to take the Gel Glide brush. Now, if it's brand new and you've just opened it, make sure that you soften up your bristles as you do with any nail brush, of course. If you just go straight on and it's still got that that glue that they use to keep it in form, then, you know, it's not going to spread out as smoothly. So then we're just going to pull this through like so, just making sure that it's wider than the nail. Just like that. We're going to go all the way to the end, and that will start to self-level. So you can leave it for a couple seconds. You can even check, 'cause I don't know if you guys can see this on camera, but you want to check there's no like holes. That looks pretty good. It looks pretty even. I'm trying to get it on camera for you guys. So then I'm going to lay it back down, and then we're just going to pop our nail on top. But before we do, I like to just do one final check that this nail is completely clean inside. So you want to get your little lamp ready. Then we're going to place our nail on top the C base bed like that. And now what you want to do is you want to place your finger over the top, and just don't push it too hard because you don't want to break the barrier. Basically, you want just a little bit of pressure, and then we're going to flash cure, and it's just to kind of get it in place. And you can also put these on top like that. Now once you've flash cured, we're going to go in the big lamp. Now these laminated sheets have been designed to actually fit inside a standard nail lamp, so the whole thing will fit inside. And then you want to cure for 30 seconds. Then you'll have something like this. You can see how wide I did it. That was just to kind of show you the gel, but you really don't need to bring out the product that much. So what we're going to do now is we're going to decide if we want to cap the top or the bottom, and I'm actually going to do this while this is still secure to the laminated sheet. We're going to take Seal It gel, and this has a thin nozzle for extra control. I like to squeeze this directly to the end. I'm just going to flip it around because I am right-handed. You can either squeeze this directly onto your brush, or you can just squeeze it directly onto the nail like that. And then we're going to take our Gel Glide brush, and we are just going to cap the end like that. And then we're going to pop that in a lamp for 30 seconds. By doing the bottom when it's still on the laminate sheet, you have less chance of it ripping when you remove it. I'm going to show you how to remove it now. So you want to find like a corner, you want to give it like a wiggle basically, and then almost pick one of these corners off over here. If I was just to bend it here, it's gonna literally pull away from the laminate sheet, and it's just not gonna stick. Another really great way of removing these I have found is to actually put something inside like this. You can use a cuticle pusher, and then what you want to do is you're almost going to pull the laminate sheet away from the gel product. You can either carry on with your tool, or if you're gentle, you should be able to just peel it like this, and the whole thing will come off super easy and smooth. And there you have the sides done and the base done. Now, because this is a no wipe product, it does actually just peel. You don't need scissors. The only reason you would need scissors is if you've done a slightly thicker seabed base, but yeah, if you're doing this consistency, it just peels. It's so easy like that. And that is how easy it is to create the tank. If you have some little edges like this, you can go ahead and buff them. And when you buff them, you want to pull it forward. Don't pull it back because you're going to risk actually ripping the tank apart basically. And again, on this side, if you have any, we're going to buff forward, not back. And to be fair, that was a pretty good one. There's not really a lot on it. I'm going to also get the bottom completely done because I don't want to have to do that when I'm playing around with the liquid and stuff. Let me get that out of the way. So then we're going to do the end. To be fair, this all looks pretty darn good. There's not really a lot to do. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Before I even test it with my liquid, I'm literally just going to look around, and sometimes in my earlier days of doing aqua nails, there'd be like a tear here, you know, things like that. So I'm just going to test it first. You can actually see the attachment there, which is great. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to test this out before I even bother with the glitter, because that's just going to be an absolute mess. I'm going to take my Ocean Drops glitter solution and I'm just going to fill it up. I'm going to put a piece of kitchen roll down so that I can catch any drops if it does spill. Sometimes you get it perfect, sometimes you don't, but that's how we learn, right? So I'm going to squeeze this in and I'm just going to fill it up like that. And so far nothing is coming out. So what I do personally is I actually leave these for a little bit and I put kitchen roll on the bottom because it's the easiest way to see if there's a tiny imperfection. You'll start to see a puddle. But to be fair, that one looks absolutely fine. And we will be securing it again later on. We will cover the whole thing in top coat. But that looks amazing. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the glitter. So I think I'm going to use Coral Kisses for this. I haven't actually done any with this exact colour, so I'm pretty excited to see how this is going to look. Again, I'm going to leave my kitchen roll down. If you guys use silicone mats, glitter is such a pain to clean off them, so I advise keeping your kitchen roll there at all times. Right, so where's my little spoon? It comes with it. And I'm going to show you how to put the glitter in, because it's not just as straightforward as dumping it in balls, because you might run into some problems by doing that. So we're going to take a spoonful and we're going to start to pull it in. Now what I want you to do is every spoonful of glitter, I kind of want you to stir like this. And the reason is because we want every single flake to be covered in that liquid. So what happens if you was to take a big ball and dump it in is the glitter ball could potentially have an area that isn't coated in glitter, and you're gonna have like chunks of glitter, you know, and it's just not gonna be the right effect. If that's what you want, fine, but for what I'm doing, I want proper movement in every single piece. And you can already see this is going to be so pretty. So let's keep going. So for my kind of dress glitter nails, which is what I'm going to be using these for, I really like to pack it in. You can already see how pretty that's going to be. See how I'm kind of chucking it in the nail and then just kind of stirring it in as I go. Now, when you're actually capping the first part, you could have capped this end first. I will show you in another video how to do that, but I do want to show you both. So if we had capped this part, we could actually hold our thumb over it and check it out, but we can't do that if you choose to cap this end first. We just kind of have to wait. Obviously, all the glitter will eventually fall to the bottom. That's perfectly normal. I'm going to do one more. I like to go about a third of the way when I do these nails. Okay, and that is going to be fine. Right, so I'm just going to leave that and the glitter will fall. So it's not going to look amazing at the moment. Get that out of the way. So now what we want to do is we want to clean this area before we go in and cap it. Because if this is wet, the product is just not going to adhere well. You can do this with a little bit of kitchen roll or like a mini little cotton bud like I am. And just kind of getting all that glitter out the way as well. It's not just the liquid. I'm going to take a little piece of my kitchen roll as well. If you do use kitchen roll, try not to dump it in because you're going to lose some of your liquid. Like that. Okay, that looks great. I'm going to put that there for a minute. Go back to our laminate sheet now, and we're going to take Seal It gel and we're going to squeeze out a nice size blob onto our laminated sheet. So when you're squeezing out Seal It gel, you need to squeeze from the back down. You know, like when you're at the end of your toothpaste, do that. If you squeeze here, you could push the product up here and you could burst the end. I've done that already. Don't do it. Squeeze down like it's, yeah, the end of your toothpaste. A nice amount like that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take Gel Glide and we're going to scoop that up like that. And you kind of want it on the end of the brush. You don't want it up here. Okay, so have your lamp ready and switched on. I think my batteries are going. Have your we'll soon find out. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to cut the end, and we kind of want to do like a swipe, like a curve swiping motion. Just like that. So once you've done that, you can go ahead and cure that in your main lamp for 30 seconds. And you'll have something like this. Now I can see I've got a little bit of overhang there, but that's fine. So before I do anything, I like to just seal the back one more time and make it nice and strong. For that, I'm going to use my glass slipper top coat. And I'm just gonna literally go over the back. If you plan on doing a coloured back, you could just go ahead and do that and then top coat after. That's also absolutely fine. And then I'm going to pop that in the lamp for 30 seconds. Okay, so this is where we're at now. Now we're going to test the nail before we do anything. I don't want to paint a crazy design, spend 4 hours, and then she leaks. So the first way I like to test is actually by giving it a little tap all the way down. And this is such a thin liquid, you would definitely see small bubbles bursting at the seams. That's not one, by the way, that's the product I put down. I can't see anything, so it looks really good. I'm going to check the top, give it a little push, looks good. Okay, everything looks amazing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give it a shake. Oh, this colour, look at that. So this is normal. If your nail is sat a certain way for a long time, you have to expect it to build up at the bottom. That's perfectly normal. It just means you need to give it a bit more of a shake to get it out. As you can see, this one's got quite a big air bubble in. The air bubble size is completely optional. Some people like the air bubble in. That one's pretty cool because it's kind of like created iridescent air bubble from the glitter, which is really cool. So let me just show you guys one with a smaller air bubble. As you can see, give them a shake. These have been on my desk for weeks. This one's got a slightly bigger one, but you can see the difference there. This is Twinkle Twinkle, by the way. It's like a gorgeous white with like slightly iridescent flakes. Now, you guys have been blowing up my comments with how I do the double layered glitter nails. So that is the next tutorial coming up. So do make sure you're subscribed so you can follow along. We also have a ton more tutorials coming up. And if there's anything specific you do want to know, let me know in the comments and I will make a video just for you. So guys, please tell me you love this as much as me, and please tag me if you use this baby because I want to share all of your glitter work. Let's get glittering!